Hello. Oh God. You know what really helps a microphone work is if it's plugged in. So all I was saying was hi, and I'm going to play a game. And that I remember that I positioned myself in front of the tape recorder here because I had something to play on it, I think, which was the confession, I think. Let's see.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now.
Anyways, hi, hello, how are you doing?
There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
The tape player is silent and still it's broken down. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Was I supposed to turn that off? Any ideas?
My kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
Easy work days are nice. Okay, so Roy might have a tape player. I have oodles of money, maybe. You know what this town is missing? A library. A library, I think, would perk things up. And not that lame bookshop. You have to buy things at the bookshop. A library. Where things are free. I'm pretty sure Kuno and the other child would vandalize it, but, you know. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would see the perks of having books. Maybe. Mr. Manager.
Can I help you?
Apparently not. Today I helped a lady cross the street. Sort of. I was walking to the bus stop in order to go to the library because I needed to drop something off that I had borrowed. And I saw a lady hobbling along, and this area has a lot of people that are kind of retired. I live right beside a bit of a retirement apartment building. And yeah, she was walking along, and it was super windy, and she was doing like the shuffle of I don't walk very often, and I just kind of kept an eye on her, and then eventually she like motioned for me to come over, and I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, she was like, can you help me? And I'm like, yes, I can help you. Oh no, what she asked was, can I hold your hand? And I was like, sure, let's take a walk. And her building was right around the corner. She was super nice. She called me handsome. I was like, oh, thanks. There really isn't too much to that story, other than it's quite nice to help somebody in need, but it's hard to ask for help, I suppose. I'm glad you're enjoying your book. I will find your husband at some point. I had a customer who had hail-like storm today that cut out the internet. A simple reboot on my end helped her, but I was just like, ma'am, it's June. Yeah, do be storming. We had a storm today. We didn't have hail, though.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white.
Okay, well, we already know this. I have to find a tape player. You don't have one in your thing. Kim suggests the guy at the pawn shop might have one. Lady tried to flirt with you earlier. No, she was... It was very much a, like, the handsome that an older woman would say. I'm pretty sure she was somewhere in her 70s.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on my tiptoes.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset sweet. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Are you sure all this is in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
I mean, I guess that explains why your shop is almost dead silent. Shopgate, this Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
12 is a good deal. I don't know if this is going to be a good thing to ask if a police discount is actually going to be worth or going to cost more. Can I get a police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Just don't ask him for the smallest amount. You'll insult him. The others will work.
The smallest amount? What does that mean?
Careful. You can only do this once.
Oh, don't ask him for the smallest amount. The others will work. Fair enough, 12, 10, make it 8, 4. I'll hedge my bets, go for 8.
Actually, yes. Let's. 8 is an even better number than 12. Even more internal balance. Better integrity, too.
Okay, cool. I'll take it for 8 real.
Here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay, that didn't cost too much money. I am running low on money though. My scrounging is starting to wear thin. I also don't have enough money to cover my room tomorrow night. Kim, I need to get a job. Okay, let's try listening to something. Why does my head crunch so much? Canadian dollars are wonky, but does a baked potato and steak for $33 sound reasonable to you? I know that steak is expensive. In Canadian dollars, that would be like $45, I think. I wouldn't pay for it, but I'm not huge on steak. Is it this one? Ah, here it is. Okay. Why? Why?
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Ah.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalsund crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
What the dogs and chickens do to you?
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
Hmm.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal-reel. The tape stops spinning.
Who recorded this and why? I'm trying to remember. Did they say where they got this tape from? When this shit is done. This isn't Revishal. What was that silence?
End of recording.
I guess that is the answer, actually.
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He also did sound kind of inebriated, but we can't determine that. He sounded alright, just letting off steam. I mean, you can.
Indeed, but
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's Cordy?
Corty could be short for Korvtuber, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
Ah. Kohoi.
A village on the Samaran Isla in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Hmm. Whoa. I have Kim on my coat. Oh, it's because it zoomed into me and the okay, yeah, I see what's happening. That's funny though. I got the Kim swag. Okay, Klasia. We will talk to Klasia. Oh. Knock knock. Bang bang. Bang bang. It's me again.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
I can retry it. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intent to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down
Oh god.
with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
Well, he said he didn't say your name, but he identified you.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words that he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Do you think he was trying to scare people? Why say things like that, Machismo?
No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living. until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Khohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezu all rolled into one person, then cast in Norani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And you spent time with this person? Well, we know it's not romantic. You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Khohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There was a small measure of pride in her, that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had more time, can you tell us a little bit more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. It just occurred to me, colleague. We still haven't performed the field autopsy on the deceased.
Yeah, I know.
The questions I have assume some kind of foreknowledge on our part. I suggest we go and perform it now, and return once we've brought ourselves up to date.
Okay.
Excuse the delay, miss. The situation will be addressed now. We'll be back soon.
The young woman nods, then proceeds to feed herself another cigarette as you leave.
I know this is the equivalent of post-Soviet Russia, but why does everyone and their mother talk about politics all the time? I mean, I guess there wouldn't be very much else to talk about that everyone can relate to. You gotta read books for that. Hey, wait, should we do the autopsy? I don't think we can. We need help to do the autopsy. As much as I would like to get a ladder and get the body down. Kim, I don't think we can do this.
The man before you is naked, but for...
Alright, well... Kuno, can you help me get the body down?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Figure out what's going on with this kid. This is basically a 50-50 shot. Gamble.
It's not...
Ooh!
It's Kuno S.
Act on it and try to separate them. Interesting how. Wait.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two.
Oh.
Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Very interesting. Okay. Kuno.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what
The squat.
What you whispering about? If
fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Okay, so assuage Kuno, but get them separated. She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of there. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. I'm glad she's out of her hair. She's fucked up. Okay, I feel like the first one is a bad choice because it's assuming that Kuno can be controlled. But it's one of these two, but I don't know which ones. These ones are so similar. Let's go with this one.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
Oh, are her footprints the extra footprints?
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Isn't she too small to overpower someone? I guess she would have gotten some help. This is what that'll reveal?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
How many cops has she killed?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Do you think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
Ah, damn, this is a new side to Kuno. Is she insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the whoa.
Yeah.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
The language.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
It seems very, what's the word? Clockwork Orange.
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Is she your sister? I don't think she is. You both are just redheads.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
The hallway there with the janitor's closet. I don't know if I should point. I feel like that would incriminate him. Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
She got in how?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
Do you have parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Kuno S?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
Oh, fair enough.
No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer.
How are you doing, Kuno?
How's Kuno dealing with this? Kuno's dealing with it just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with this, waving your gun, mad dog shit. Kuno remembers what you did there.
I'm sorry, I had a moment.
Kuno's got this shit under control.
She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. You need backup. I'm here for you. I want to offer the help, but I feel like he's going to be a bitch about it. Ah. Well, okay, so you can't do this alone. That's a little bit of an attack. You need backup. I'm here for you. Or okay kid. I don't think okay kid's the right option. Oh, both of them sound wrong. This one.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You wave your gun around her one more time. Try to take it away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
Okay. I don't understand how toxic this relationship is. Who are you kidding? You can't take down a man several sides. No. Understood, Kuno. I will say understood.
Alright, now we can do business.
Oh, my bag materialized out of nowhere.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit.
Alright, child.
Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics. If you run a little errand for the Kuno, get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
What was that about you running an errand and illegal narcotics? Kim was just watching this like, okay.
Gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
Huh?
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
This is very interesting. Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half the speed.
Who's your dad?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
Baggy, but like in this vial.
That's not much. It doesn't sound like a lot.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
Don't judge me, Kim.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
Okay, what are my options? I'm going in there to get the speed. I need it. I'm going in there not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. Going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate Going in there for justice. I'm a narc. I'm gonna confiscate. Lie. You need speed. Kuno's life makes me sad. It makes me sad too. I mean, I guess my answer would be I'm not in it for the speed because I don't want to take any drugs this round. I just want to do justice.
Whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out.
I feel like the Kuno would probably be very wound down when he's out.
In the apartment building, Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Okay.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. Obviously I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor. I don't know what I'm signing us up for, Kim. I'm just saying yes to everything. But, I'm gonna kill the Kuno's dad.
Cool. No, really. Rock and roll.
Oh no, Kim.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
What about you, freak?
Can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Waved your gun like a clown. Next time you point that shit at me, you better take the shot.
She continues to be here. All due to you being a coward and not shooting her. The contempt is thick enough to cut through with a knife. Her knuckles have turned white, holding on to that fence. She's been here for days, seething.
Yeah, she has. Alright. So I have a mission to kill Kuno's dad now, apparently. Maybe I want to do that without Kim around. Anyways, the Hardy Boys are supposed to help me get a body down. Hey, can we move that body? I need to do an autopsy.
What is it?
We need to move a body, please. I need to look inside it. I want to talk about the hand again.
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
I need to do an autopsy.
And
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
I'll get back to you.
what do you mean you'll get back to me? No. Tell me she said she was raped.
I'll get back to you. I wanna look at the body. I need to look at the body. I need to look at the dead body. They need to help me.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
I think I've already done that.
Nothing. Just black tangles like
Okay. Let's go to the apartment building because maybe... Well, that's locked. Because what I am missing is a ladder. I'm missing anything to get the body down. And I thought that somebody had a ladder over here, but evidently nobody had a ladder over here. Oh, come on, got stuck. Okay. But I thought somebody did. What's in here? Ah, this is the apartment building. Do you have a ladder?
Give me a moment.
No. Looking for the parents of a kid named Kuno?
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
Okay, cool. The end of the hallway. This one? Or is it over here? No. Let's go... What's here? Okay, this is the back. Where's a ladder? I need a ladder. Okay, is there anything in here? This was the apartment that we opened up for Everard.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf.
We don't need to look at the racist mugs. There's nothing in here. I'm gonna have a hard time finding money later, aren't I? Okay, where are the stairs? I like the music in this apartment. Is that upstairs? It is upstairs. Hey, who are you?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
Cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches or people having high ground on us. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Ah. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Clever cultural commentary? Sure, let's do that.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
You won't talk to us about the murder. Can you tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Armor's art for the body.
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
And there's a little girl that's wearing gloves.
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Thank you either way. She's cool. I don't think I've actually been up here yet. What's this? 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Enough coal to last several winters. Chemical smell. Someone's been sleeping here. Cindy? Pants? Did I just get some slutty jean shorts? Hindsighted. Although these jeans look worn, okay, they're not shorts, they're actually like full jeans. The wearer must have had an ass given to them by the Almighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man ass has imprinted itself so deep into the fabric, you can't help but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. Well, it gives me electrochemistry and I don't really want that, so I'm not going to wear it. But let's see what it looks like. Jeans. What if I take off the coat? Oh well. Suggestion. I want logic. What was the other one? Conceptualization. Okay, apparently both of my clothing give me electrochemistry, so I can't really get rid of it. Okay.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly.
What could it be?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper.
Ah.
It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time.
Did I just steal Cindy's pants?
It's familiar.
I never have the time, but I'll look at it anyways. Apricot chewing gum wrapper.
Crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti.
It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Why do I care?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please. You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
There's too much in this game. Alright, let's look at the other places. Money! I need that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to investigate here. No, that's it. I got new pants out of this, and I got a gum wrapper. Don't look at me. I think I just stole your clothes. Door's locked. Money. Tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers. Nails rust. Do you have a ladder? I need a ladder. I need to take down a dead body. Window? Curtain shift a little. Someone's watching from within. Well, how good that I could see that from the opposite side of the building. Hey, I earned back the money that I spent on the thing. Aren't these the apartment where there's stairs that go upwards? I thought that they were. Are there stairs over here? Moss. Am I forgetting? Oh, are these stairs that go upstairs? Ah, here it is. Okay. This is where that dude is, who wants to meet after 9 p.m., I think.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced.
Yeah, we're good. There's a door over there. That I cannot go in. Okay, I'm finding nothing. And this goes outside. Into the courtyard. What's this?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
My conceptualization is too low. Ah. I need to get the body down. And I don't know who to talk to. I don't know what to do. It's been a bit since I've talked to Joyce. What does Joyce have to say to me? Oh, I should have searched that. Oh well. Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Apparently nothing, actually. Actually, no, I'll ask you about reality.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Reach for something fundamental. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time. The revolution.
Oh.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then. Yeah.
This does not represent the official RCM.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Don't worry. Klaus Mazov shot 15 million people in the head. But that was all the way over in Grad.
Anyone else get shot in the head?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Coward.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place.
I've been watching Black Sails, and I'm on season 3 now, and it's a show that is unreasonably good. It's we've gotten through some of the like basic establishing storylines, and now a lot of it is politics, surprisingly.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
And who do you mean by liberals?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
Ultra-liberals. How'd they win?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
Foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
When are you gonna watch Our Flag Means Death? I don't know anything about it either, but I thought I should mention it. I am interested in Our Flag Means Death. That's what I was actually thinking about when I first signed out Black Flags. Probably after Black Flags. Dodge a bullet. If I mispronounce that could be dicey.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
What's my favorite type of cake? So I don't like chocolate. I will eat chocolate, but it's not my favorite. I haven't had very many types of cake. I think I do tend to like something with cream cheese frosting. So I guess I would say maybe a carrot cake. Moralist, not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about these people. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am. Also not. Okay, do I consider myself a moralist? Believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. Not shooting people in the head. Long-standing provisional rulers. They're the status quo. I don't think I'm a moralist.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
When was the turn
of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in 02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzulf came along and overthrew the government.
What did the Sarath do?
It made people overthrow their governments. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue.
Prions.
The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Marzulf's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
And then?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different. Our lives are very different.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Zone of control.
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
And what happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
And how long has it been like this?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have you been doing all the time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
Man, she really just do be the history lesson for this, the lore in this world. I'm not processing a lot of it. I'm trying to decide if I think it's interesting or not. The only reason why I wouldn't think it's interesting is because I'm very much not, like, a fantasy person. I know this isn't fantasy, but fantasy is very heavy on lore and trying to, like, world build. Whereas I tend to read, like, preferably drama that is based in the real world, or horror that has very minor levels of world building. Anyways, after that...
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
You know, tax havens are never really a good thing. It seemed like it was going somewhere. You can't continue that.
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
I've completed my history lesson.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... we could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we'd played it right.
If only you'd pay your taxes. What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
How dare you?
No, her first.
I asked you, who are you in all this?
And I asked you,
Ah!
Past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
And I asked you.
And I.
And I asked you.
And I.
Okay, we could do this forever.
You, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Just Kim watching us go, no you, no you, no you, no you. Okay. I would have killed more. I don't know what I would have done differently. I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Zatharath drove those people mad. I hate when characters are just set pieces for info dumps. The characters are not completely soulless, but I still get that feeling. Yeah, partially it's like the amnesia thing, but I would rather have just like stumbled across a book or something and have had the option to read it if I wanted to. But it was a task to complete, so I wanted to complete it. I would have sought a medical solution. I think that that's probably the most likely thing that I would say.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
You proposed a hypothetical, and I am answering your hypothetical. Prions are hard to get rid of, though. Privatized healthcare, and a work ethic does not turn your brain into a sponge. Hygiene, modest social care, maybe a little research program. This is, unfortunately, the most basic bitch answer. Liquidate the rabid, prion-infested dogs who wanted to kill everyone with cleansing artillery fire. I'm stuck between these two, and these two are very different answers. I'm also stuck between being a spontaneous, insane person or saying the answers that I would say. And my response would probably be with like the social care and research program. But prions are bad.
Liquidate? It's what King Philip kept screaming from the Soul Aurum. Liquidate! In the end, they liquidated the Soul Aurum, melted the Palace Cube down to gold and platinum, and sold it for bullets. Strange times.
I get that feeling arguably too many times. Many people think that video games make more money than books. It seems like the choices you make in this game don't matter. I mean, I guess the choices that I make will all come to a head at the end at some point.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
You haven't answered your position.
There is curiosity there that goes unnoticed. Kim takes a step back, absent-mindedly.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable.
Enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
But yeah, I feel, would this have been popular as a book? I don't know that it would have. I feel like I'd be really interested in a Disco Elysium art book, because I'm sure that that would be interesting. I love the art style. I like all the art that's involved. Like, it has taken advantage of its position as a multimedia project, where it wouldn't have been able to do that as easily as a book. Maybe as a comic book that would have been interesting, but I think that it's... the detective aspect of it is... it kind of needs the interactivity. I don't know. I feel like Disco Elysium needs to be a game, but there is just a lot. I think that companion pieces would work really well for Disco Elysium, and I'm sure that there already are. I just haven't looked into them. I'm trying not to look at anything outside of the game until I get through at least one play session of it. Who are you?
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing the canine.
Liberal. Dios mío. A liberal.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You've got Revachol in your blood. A real nationalist. No? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
Too many of my voices are getting in on this action. I don't really want to listen to electrochemistry. Yeah, I forgive you.
I do hope so. I hope we can remain collegial despite my affection for regicide and multiculturalism. We didn't mean to kill the king, I assure you. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done anything differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, And not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
Are you a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Let's ask about acute encephalopathy.
It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
Yeah, I might have that.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down. Except I probably will.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
Well, that's unfortunate. What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the surgery.
Seems unlikely.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Oh my god. Alright, I guess it's everything for now. That's it. I've learned about reality. I still don't have a ladder. Kim, I don't know how we're gonna get this body down. Can I just hop on your shoulders and yoink it? Maybe you should hop on my shoulders. I think that you might be a little bit lighter than I am. Either way, there is a dead body that is swiftly rotting, and it needs to not be up there anymore. Do you guys have a ladder? I don't have a ball for you. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Oh, well that's pleasant. So nice. Kim, we could drive your car into the area where the body is, and we could stand on top of your car to bring the body down. I think that would work.
Inside, we see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
Okay, there's nothing new. Kim, we could drive your car through the gates and stand on top of it. Where are we going? Maybe somewhere over here I can find something. Wait, what's this? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Am I stuck? I'm a little stuck. Oh god. Why would they make this area walkable? Is it sunglasses? I think it's sunglasses. No, I'm good. There is nothing over here. Kim. Kim. Can't do anything with that. Pawn shop man, do you have a ladder? Wait, there's a ladder right there. I can't take it? Alright, well. I don't know how to get the body down. Tommy, can you help me?
Oh look, it's the cop
cop who turned me into a bad person.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You know what? Let me gamble on 3%. I can retry this roll.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
You look sad. What's going on?
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Why were you whispering? Empathy got real quiet there. I could barely hear him. Do you have a ladder? It's been a bit since I've talked to you. How are you doing today?
The woman is still hunched.
Nah, I'm good. This music is so nice.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear.
Yeah, I've already looked in that. Can you help me take a body down?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Can you help me decipher some tattoos?
Don't think so. Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
I don't want to give him the photo because I feel like he's going to tear up the photo. We're investigating a murder. The tattoos were on the victim's body. Yes, of course, forget about it. Let's discuss something else. It was on your kernel. It was on your kernel. All of these are a bad decision. Sure.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving.
I don't know if I was supposed to do this. Did I agree not to do this?
Hard as a stone, but beneath it, you see dead flesh in colourful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair. Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
Yeah. He's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind them.
What do the tattoos mean?
What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one.
Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old.
This is gonna get fucked up.
She was quite the entertainment. For the week she lasted, expired in the hands of Sarge Mason. The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless.
You're not really a scab leader, are you? You were there?
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Being a bouncer.
I don't know if I should call you evil, but I'm gonna call you evil.
You bet it was.
Oh yay! What is evil?
It's just nature. This guy used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place.
I suspect you. It's snowing.
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But
He's under orders, and orders are orders.
Can I have that back?
go ahead. All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Okay, interesting. I don't know what that gave to me, but good to know, I suppose. Is there a ladder in here? I need to take the body down. Also, if it's getting cold, maybe that'll preserve the body a little bit. I think that's a good thing.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Assigns your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money.
Woo!
Do you know what you should do with that money?
No. I shouldn't buy alcohol with it.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics.
I think that I'm good. I have lots of healing at this point. Haven't done much to hurt myself.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Fritta. I'm good. Okay, there's nothing in here for me. I don't know how to get the body down. Can you help me, Manana? You're also a bastard.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Apparently you can't. Measurehead, can you boost me with your shoulders? I feel like that would help. What's up?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
I'm a dock worker, baby.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
I don't think I'm supposed to subscribe to his advanced race theory. Okay, well, I tried. I thought he might help me get a body down. Evidently, that it was a horrible assumption to make. Probably the worst one. What's this? What?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Oh.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork laying around like this.
It is unfortunate.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Is it interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
My volition is good. Let's go for it.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, Sweep office floor. More banners.
Special whirling borscht.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Kim, it's a to-do list of errands for Everard.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Yeah.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs, booze, blood. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everard's plants. Sweep office floor. More banners.
Yeah, special whirling borscht could be...
All items on the list.
Okay, not incriminating. Let's go ask Leo. I really want to get that body down, though. I thought that the boys were going to help me. Why? All these bottles. They just replenish.
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really hard here.
How hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
How could I have done this? Did I not come here before? I thought I came here already. I'm not completely convinced that it was me.
I am, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's just move on.
Stop bullying me. I'm gonna clean up, apparently, my mess. I didn't think that this was my mess. It's been a day since then. This can't be me. I'm gonna be rich. Cleaning up my mess. I think that that's all of them. That last one I can't pick up. Okay. I think we're good.
This is the night watch.
Okay, there's nothing to do here. Alright. Come on, Kim, let's go talk to Leo. Leo. Did I check this box already? I think I have. Oh, apparently I have not. There's gloves in here? I'll check that later. Leo!
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting. Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
Woo!
It's very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men for the striking?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Looks like the borscht is spike. I'm gonna look into it. I'll look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Alright. I'm just collecting more and more. Everard, can you help me get a body down? Because I don't know how to get the body down on my own. I've tried to figure it out. The body is just too high. Do you have a ladder that I can borrow, perhaps? Bitch.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Tyler Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
I hope this doesn't...
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Help me get the body down from the tree.
There's one hanging on the tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I studied the footprints at the crime scene, worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Luke down at the gate, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
Okay, I'm not going to tell him that I'm looking into his brew. I feel like I tell Everett a little too much all the time. Come on. Out. Okay, Measurehead's gonna help us. I think that's what I turned down last time. But I do want the body down. That, I think, has been my goal since the beginning, and it needs to be done. I thought I could find a ladder. I don't know if I can. Maybe I gotta try harder. This is not the playthrough for trying harder. This is a playthrough for just figuring out what's going on, experiencing things blind, and trying not to perish from a chair, which is exactly what I did the very first time that I played. Door. Kim? Door. Kim? Door.
Yes?
No! Door. There we go. Took a moment. Measurehead. Help me.
Your race descent has so it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You should actually put on gloves.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard over the breach.
Oh.
Someone needs to be you. Both of you.
This is why I didn't do it.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can never compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet
Bruh.
fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Okay, so we have done this. Showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union.
Yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way.
Fine, we'll just defend the bridge.
See that they stay here the whole time.
The fuck are we gonna do? You think I can fight somebody?
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
We're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
Bruh.
You hear that? That sound.
Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
We wanted a body down from a tree!
Spoken by a mercenary, pretending to be a worker.
I'm an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity that I get. I mean, this is the egalitarian response. I'll work with whoever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno.
Uh-oh.
Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner.
Uh-oh.
Approaching him, walking past him.
Wait, Scab Leader? Oh. Measurehead's back. Okay. This dude's pants need to be pulled up.
Has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead.
Farewell, Hamson Rich. You are a Union man from now on.
I'm going to continue to avoid subscribing to his advanced race theory for now. I'm sure eventually I will do it, and I will regret it. Or maybe I won't. Who knows? Is knowledge power? Not really. Come on, down the stairs. Come on, down the stairs. What do you mean? Why are these stairs giving me such trouble? Dear God. That was me trying to say Dear Lord and Dear God at the same time, and it became Dear God. Alright, Kuno. Did you leave the body alone? Kuno! Uh-oh. The fuck did you do, Measurehead?
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Celebrate in a more reserved manner. Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Autopsy! Autopsy! Apparently there's a bird flu going around, and I was excited as when COVID happened because I possibly have to deal with more customers. I mean, at the very least, you just have to deal with them at a distance.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
Woo!
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open?
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Okay. Honorary rank of detective.
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
Sure, I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
What's a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
I've forgotten what a field autopsy is.
It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes notes, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
Do we have a scalpel?
A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
I have gloves.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they're not, like, technically safe, biohazard-wise. What do you mean?
I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle physical contact, and you should take notes.
Where should I take these notes? In my paperwork?
Yes, you see, the field autopsy form is the one on red copy of paper.
Okay. Ledger to the autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
I want a gruesome scene.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Assistant.
It's you.
Dubois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just
Coroner's case number.
The next box says
KK57-0803.0815.
How do you have that memorized?
Next.
Name.
We've heard the nom de guerre. Lely. It's better than nothing. Write it down.
Nom de guerre.
What's next? Date of birth?
Date of birth.
NA. Roughly 50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Some of these?
Mondial.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
So I'm still taking French, and I learned that mondial means, like worldly, or something like that. Bruh.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
I'm gonna write male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th, 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment. What does that mean?
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What is treatment?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Ah, okay.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed.
Okay.
Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Lividity pointed to a lynching. Agree, no treatment. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? Let's go with that.
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-Delorian burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Huh?
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
Okay.
We should start the post-mortem.
Yes.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
Does the dead man say anything?
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Okay, well, you have nothing new for me.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
External examination.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Are we taking the pants off?
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
I will... When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Write it down.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't give away that photo, I guess.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on? Sure, let's be a freak about it.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove, like thread off a rag doll's head. There must be brilliantine in there.
Keep petting him!
Back with oil.
Sure.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Kuno, please.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write it down.
Ligature mark.
Produces a small folding knife. Cut into the polyester, it stenches horrid. After a while, the obvious material cannot be cut.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Can I try?
It's no use. We should get chain cutters. You can try with them. I have a pair in the toolbox of my kinema.
Oh, the snow stopped.
Damn corpse. We had a good rhythm going.
We did. Don't fuck around, Kuno. Alright, let's go get the bolt cutters. Please don't take the body away. Kuno, I have to kill your dad still before I can talk to you.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Toolbox.
The drawer slides out. The
Chain
handles are
cutters.
long and slick. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes. Especially, the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering lever.
Okay. Part of me does want to return his crowbar. Can I do that? Can I return you your crowbar? I don't think I need them all on my body. Unless I do. Maybe. Who knows? Everything seems fine.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By autopsy, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
External examination. Chain cutters.
Mm-hmm. Cut with as much precision as you can, please.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Oh no. Oh no, it's a gamble.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now.
Oh!
Like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Okay, so I should be good. Okay, cool.
After
Thank God.
operation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
Huh?
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Well, that was a little more detail than I needed.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
Moves on to the other hand. Oh, I want to pick it up.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
I think my name is Harry.
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there.
Woo!
We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Uh-oh.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Yeah, that's fire.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
I failed. Nah.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Bruh.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunch as if in prayer. He begins to pry open the dead man's jaws, exerts more force, both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Take a look inside.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
I don't know if it's good to look deeper. I'm gonna look deeper.
It's hard.
Oh no!
Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking.
Alright, let's not do that again.
Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Okay.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. Na.
Hepatobiliary. Do I know what that is? It sounds like it has to do with the blood.
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Alright.
Same for toxicology and serology. Na.
Okay, toxicology is like if he was poisoned, and serology, I'm not sure.
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist wonders if there's something that we could still do.
Toxicology screening. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Okay.
Brimming with cocaine.
Bruh.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of reproach and relief. This is the last field on the list. Pool of feces.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
I will admit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks in head and chest.
Excuse me.
Mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What is the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Ah, okay.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Thank you, useless.
And your opinion, officer?
My opinion on what now? Predation by birds. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. Pretty sure that the bird bite marks were non-fatal.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing its postmortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes.
Non-fatal.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, dark red, hyoid bone is fractured, hemorrhaging, depth of mark 1 centimeter, no signs of clawing. I feel, I want to put down fatal injury, but I feel like this is non-fatal. I feel like there was something else. Hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark, depth of the mark 1 centimeter, no depth of clawing on the neck. I'm gonna say non-fatal. I think that it was post. This is a decision to make.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I took a whack in the dark. I'm serious, I don't think this was the injury that killed him. I'm gonna say that because they carried the man.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I arrived at this conclusion through psychic arcs. True. Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching into the gallows. That sounds reasonable.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
Yes!
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How'd it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
I did the professional thing.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
I'm gonna ignore all electrochemistry offers. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Take it.
For processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Didn't establish probable cause. Let's bag him, take him away. I want the boots.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Okay, well, I'll do it after you go to sleep.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Gonna gamble.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Pants?
The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Alright.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
No.
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
There's something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where do we find a fridge?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Ah.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Okay.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Alright. Okay, so I have to keep that in mind. That is a time task. I am sleepy though. I have to prepare for my partner coming tomorrow. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. I guess I will quick save. And yeah, I will play again probably next week. Thank you for coming to stream. I am going to go lay down, and I'm happy that we got to look at the body this time. But yes, that is... The body is something that I cannot put... I can't put it on the back burner, so to say. That body is a few days / week overdue. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.